Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining today. My name is Alyssa Wallace, and we are going to be over to adventure today with our chair flow. So, grab yourself a chair, preferably one with a back to it, um, and perhaps a strap will be handy for you. Maybe even some blocks if you'd like to bring the earth to you. Have them nearby as we get ready for our flow. Grab a water bottle, have some comfy clothes, and have an open heart. Get ready to go. Once you have everything you think your practice may need, begin with a nice firm seat in the chair. So what we're going to do when we're in our chair is avoid resting all the way back in the chair. I know it's super comfy, but you want to kind of get towards the edge of the chair to allow yourself to move within the space that you have. When you are in your firm seat, be aware of stacking. That way you can keep some nice, beautiful alignment and space within your spine. So think about head with a chin lock over your heart. Heart flows down right over your hips, or if it helps you, you can kind of see my shoulders are right over where my hip bones would be, my little insert there. So this will help with core engagement. It'll help with really opening up that spine, or perhaps even like closing down if you work. It might be like hunched over your desk, getting nice and aligned, open chest, and perhaps even driving those elbows back to allow you to align. So find your firm seat and an open heart as we flow with some familiar poses with a chair for some help and some bonus moves. So in our firm seat, go ahead and check in that you've got your core nice zipped up, nice breaths. Our chair giving us a beautiful assist as we are here. Our head is over our heart is over our hips. Let's start to find some motion in our hands. So kind of going for like kitty paws as you open and close your fingers. Again, open across your chest, opening your heart, open your life to some possibilities, kind of a rolling at the wrist here, different path to get to a familiar destination. Because sometimes the GPS fails us, right? Start with some movement at the ankle. So flexing up and down, letting the toes come up, then rolling, scrunching those toes, kind of like you're scrunching a towel, similar to what we do with our fingers. Lifting the right foot up, rolling that ankle 3 times to the right, 3 times to the left, bracing that core for support. Or if you have your blocks out, you can allow your heel to rest on your block as you roll in your ankles. All right. Feet are again firmly planted, rooted, grounded into our mat or the floor beneath us. So you work on some side stretches. So let's take your left hand, place it on your kind of pelvis hip area around where your pant line may be. Inhale the right arm up high, finding that length. Go, go, go. Arms reaches us up, open chest as we exhale and offer a beautiful curve to our spine. Thinking of our head as an extension of our spine. As we open up here, making sure that our sit bones are firmly planted into the ground and our ribs twirl and move open as our armpits look towards that corner of the room. Gaze can even come into your elbow or even down to the ground, whatever works for your body today. Inhale brings us up. Allow that left arm to reach up high. Go ahead and switch it. Same thing here. Reach up one more time. Check in with your alignment that core is zipped up, supporting your low back as you exhale and reach. Making this beautiful curved shape here. Might feel different from one side to the next. That's okay. We're moving, we're grooving. Check in with those sit bones, check in with those feet. See if maybe that left side's lifting in. Make sure we're conscious of all of our energy dispersed. Inhale, bring us back up to center, both hands up. Exhale, rain them down. Place your hands right outside of your knees, and we're gonna bring it around town. So think of the rotation coming more with the core engagement, helping us move. So as that our upper body moves as our hips stay. So you'll feel this a lot in that low back. Switch directions. Inhale brings us forward. Exhale, our breath guides us back. Now this may be a different way to practice from what some people may be used to, or it may be your everyday practice. Find a settle here. We're still gonna allow our breath to guide us. Let's do some cat and cow. So same idea as if you were on all fours. Gonna inhale, offer that curve to your spine, really pull that chest forward, allow your tail to come back, gaze can lift. Exhale, round it. Continue to let those hands stay on the knees to give us the availability of room in our spine. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, send it back. Pretend like we have a thread pulling through that open heart, pulling you through each side. Last time here. Exhale, send it back. Inhale back up, nice neutral spine. Take our left hand, put it on the right knee. Right hand can either grab for the chair on our hip or even butts back behind you, depending on what's comfortable. As we begin to allow ourselves to exhale and twist, checking in with our alignment, that we aren't reaching one direction or the other. Chin would follow as you open up the right shoulder. Every inhale gives us more space between the vertebrae. Every exhale allows us to wring out even more. Inhale, slowly allow yourself to come back to center. We're gonna switch. So right hand, left knee, left hand as what's best for you. Hip, chair, perhaps the back as you exhale and twist. Again, check in with your alignment. See how it feels here. Check in with the sit bones and feet. And finding a smile. Inhale, slowly unwind, allow yourself to come forward. If you have a strap with you, we are going to work towards Uttanasana, forward fold, just exploring a new way to get into our forward fold as we reach and scoot ourselves towards our sit bones right at the edge of our seat. Again, making sure that we're solid here, keeping a mat underneath your chair just in case we haven't had that yet. Allow yourself to make your way forward. So your strap will be right underneath of your the balls of your feet, right across that. So just below where you can see in between your toes as your feet reach out, both maybe at the same time. And you may want to work towards perhaps feet hip width apart, or if you'd like, you can even have them together. Whatever best serves your practice. As we again zip up that core, and as our elbows are bent, pulling our upper body forward, finding this new range here, this kind of unfamiliar but familiar sensation with a destination we know, but perhaps a route you're unsure of. Continue to grow that length in your spine. And remember, just because we're trying something new doesn't necessarily mean it has to be like exotic or uncharted territory. It can just be a little twist on something that you're comfortable with. You have some more space, allow yourself to pull a little more forward, embracing your core. Toes peel up towards your face. Your gaze is just beyond your toes as you're pulling forward, acknowledging that sensation in your back body, perhaps a sensation by your solar plexus, getting a little nervous, or some excitement. Continuing to breathe. All right, we're gonna inhale nice and slow to expand. Allow yourself to release, maybe rolling one foot side to side, or perhaps the other, left to right. We're going to open it up into Utkatada Konasana, goddess pose, something that we are all very familiar with. So go ahead and heel toe your feet out as wide as you can. Check it in. I've got a great height with my seat where I feel still supported, but I'm still feeling a nice, beautiful stretch here in my inner thighs. Allowing myself the opportunity to check in with my alignment again as I have changed my positions. Gonna play around here for a little bit. I'm gonna place my hands on each knee and I'm gonna do a little bit of a shoulder dip. So I'm going to pull my core in as I hinge forward. Allow my right shoulder to dip as my left elbow comes at a bend. Feel a nice stretch sensation as our chin pulls our head over towards looking at our left hand. Inhale, bring it up high. Exhale, switch. Same thing here. Staying mindful with these shoulder dips of they can be a little adventurous, but we definitely have our open heart and our chair to support us in this adventure. Inhale, come back up. Let's do the same thing one more time. Dip in that shoulder. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, check in with that core one more time. Open across the chest as you dip left shoulder down. Right elbow comes out. Inhale will bring us up. Check in with the sit bones, our stack. As we breathe open those nice cactus goddess arms, palms face forward, elbows are a little down. Inhale, expand, reach high. Exhale, bring it down. Allowing some movement around our scapula, our shoulder blades, all those beautiful muscles that support us throughout our day. Finding some strength in that thoracic cervical spine area. Very supportive with a technique. Inhale, gaze high. Exhale, elbows down. Let's do 3 more here at your breath. Inhale is up. Exhale is squeezing. 2. Last one. Bring it in, hold it here. Allow yourself to release. Do some calf raises here. Check it in, making sure we've got adequate pressure, adequate stretch, adequate support. As we switch sides, allow those right heel to come up. Shift back on the heel, release. Left foot, heel comes up. Shift back on that heel, toes come up, release. Do that at your own pace. Offering one direction with the foot, then the counter as the toes come up. Perhaps exploring something that we may not always trust ourselves to explore here, having this wonderful support in the chair while we're still working on the rest of our motions within these asanas. Let's even it out one more time on both sides. Lift that heel, toes, relax. Heel, toes, relax. Settle in one more time, checking in with our alignment. Core zipped up, chest is open, goddess arms out. We're gonna contralateral crunch here. So we're gonna bring that left toe onto the left toes, knee goes high. Arms come behind our ears, just fingertips grazing as we turn and reach. Bring it back up, release onto our toes, turn at that core, reach. Let's do 3 more each side. Turning, reaching, bringing it back up. Really working in a different range of motion here that we may be super familiar with this beautiful support. Still can get some ab work in while we're sitting, which is super fun and amazing. Release that. Head in, roll those shoulders, do a heel toe back to center. All right, wiggle it out one last time. Really root down into those sit bones in your chair. Allow your feet to come about hip width apart as you grab a block and you place it in between your knees. Just going to offer ourselves a nice counter from the direction at which we were moving. So we're going to be squeezing in for 2 seconds and then releasing. So inhale prepares you, checking in. Exhale, squeeze for 1, 2, release. Squeeze, 1, 2, release. Exhale and squeeze. Release, staying in nice and strong with that core. And then squeeze. Release. One last time. Strong inhale, exhale, squeeze. And release. Allow that block to come down. As we make our way behind our chair for a nice stretch for our quads. So carefully allow yourself to stand up. If your chair isn't already on a mat, ensure that you have that available now. We're gonna just have our chair here for us. That way we can explore and have some safety just in case with balance. So shift your weight onto your left foot. Allow your right knee to bend as you reach back with the right hand to grab. You can use your peace fingers at your big toe if that is what serves you today, or just firmly grasp from the outside and hold on. If you'd like to explore some range of motion, you can allow that left knee to come soft and not lock it out. The softer it goes, the more it may allow you the opportunity to open the sensation, perhaps kicking in and exploring opportunity for dancer. Want to switch your hand so that way the palm is coming from the inside of your foot as you kick, 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 kick in. Slowly exhale. Switch that hand back over. Allow a nice gentle release and control. Shake it out. I'm gonna switch, allow that left leg to come outside now. Shift your balance into right leg. You reach for the left. So again, same opportunity here if you want to focus just on this, peace fingers from the outside, or eventually make your way to the inside of your foot if you're looking for dancer. The inside. Offer that nice baby bend to the knee, allowing that energy to travel as you begin to kick into your left hand, slowly allowing your upper body to hinge forward, utilizing the support of your chair, continuing to kick and open up. Exhale, slowly bring you down and release. Shake it out one last time. We'll do an opportunity for a forward fold here. This way it might feel a little bit different of an opportunity. So we're gonna walk ourselves back and look at a 90-degree bend, maybe a little less, perhaps a little more, as you utilize your chair as your support in this forward fold. So you can keep it nice and long arms as you engage, again, working those scaps. Feet are about hip width apart, solid base, solid foundation. Sending those hips back, feeling that pull, the back part of our legs. Head is an extension of our spine. All right, slow baby bend to those knees, perhaps opening a little bit more. Those hamstrings, just some releases since we spent some time in a chair. Perhaps you spend some time in a chair throughout your day, driving, Starting to walk those knees out just like in a down dog. Offering release to all those beautiful supporting muscles that help us with our posture, especially while sitting. Keeping them strong, keeping those joints nice and safe and lubricated. Embrace your core. Start to come forward one step at a time if you had extended out with your chair. Finish off with a bridge pose. So with this bridge, it would be really fun for us to utilize the chair. You will go seated and then make your way down onto your mat. Nice and slow, bracing your core vertebrae by vertebrae, working down, allowing your feet to come one and then the other on top of your chair. You have a couple of options to work here. You may always utilize a block for support underneath your lumbar sacral area and hang out here in your bridge. This serves you, that is beautiful. If you would like the additional opportunity to play around with the space beneath you, utilize your bridge by pressing your calf soleus, so behind your back body of your leg, in as you flex your toes up. Hands stay nice, firmly rooted into the ground. And then you breathe up, shifting that weight onto your heels, or you may even plant your feet. Your choice. Yogis, as we breathe here. Checking in, making sure we maintain eye contact with the sky, chin and nose pointed straight up. Opportunity if you'd like to clasp underneath, offer that nice open pull across the chest, shoulder to shoulder, as you squeeze those scaps that have been working so hard. Squeezing those glutes up, up, up. Strong inhale, exhale, release those palms. Hands come to the ground, open those shoulders slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Make your way down. Allow yourself to release those hips, coming onto your heels of your feet on top of your chair, knees windshield wiping, either together, side to side, or into each other. Now for an opportunity for Savasana, if keeping your legs up on this chair serves you, please feel free to utilize that. If you would like to end on your mat without a chair, please make yourself the space available so you may do so comfortably. And finally, if you would like to come onto the chair for Savasana, I will guide you through that. Slowly, you may come up if you're going into the chair, or make your final adjustments as you're cueing in with your breath for guidance. What we'd like to do for our Savasana is, if you have those blocks, allow them to offer your feet some support. So that way we have a little bit of an opportunity to relax at our hips, so our feet aren't pulling as you shimmy those hips all the way to the back of your seat. Hands may go soft, elbows reaching long. Offer that little bit of a baby relaxation to your low spine and belly goes soft. Allow your gaze to soften as well if you have not done so already. And wherever you are, allow yourself to continue to draw inward on Savasana. Now, this chair flow was certainly fun and allowed us to explore alternate routes to familiar destinations. And sometimes we allow ourselves to mirror what we need on our mat, or allow our body, our spirit, our emotions, our mentality to guide us here and also off the mat. So perhaps Tomorrow you take a different route, going to somewhere like your favorite coffee shop or work, or maybe a pit stop at the park for a walk on your way somewhere. Just taking the alternative route, because sometimes it allows us to have a new perspective. It allows us to open our life to something different that we may not have encountered. And it can also help with the dopamine releases. So that excitement, that level of just trying something new. So throughout this practice, just recognize that you had incredible bravery, vulnerability, um, perhaps some skepticism, but that's okay because you made it through it and your body supported you through it. Relishing in these final moments. Inhaling adventure, exhaling that excitement down to your fingers and toes, perhaps offering some movement at your ankles and wrists, depending on where you are at, safely allowing yourself to be guided into a seat by your breath. Removing your legs from the chair, perhaps just offering an adjustment if you're in the chair, or simply rolling over to your favorite side from a corpse pose, laying flat on your back. Maintaining a softer closed gaze. If you're not yet at a seat, allow yourself to lovingly press up into one. As you inhale, your hands to your knees, palms down to feel grounded, and rest assured in your ability to explore. Inhale to receive new ideas for routes to adventure. Allow yourself to inhale. Hands to heart center, thumb to sternum, fingers spread wide as a smile graces your face, graces your heart, your mind, your body, your spirit. The divine light in me cherishes, honors, and loves to serve the divine light in you. Namaste. Thank you again for this opportunity to share a new practice. Find gratitude for yourself as you begin to explore new routes and find new room into a daily mundane routine if you do have one, or continuing to spice up your life. Right? If you need to, please make sure that you have what are available for yourself as you replenish and refresh. And thank you so much. I'm happy to answer any questions about rationale or anything. Thank you again.